welcome to another cooking show. This time I'm doing something I haven't done before, and it's a Stromboli, which is kind of like a pizza sandwich. And so I've got the ingredients that I want to fill it with, and we got the dough here. So I've got prosciutto, mortadella, salami, fresh cold cuts, mushrooms, olives, some onions, fresh tomatoes, a little balsamic. I don't have mozzarella, again keeping it real. I thought I did, I don't. We're gonna go with Parmesan. Some people can't deal with dairy, so we're gonna make it work without dairy. And I had a little tomato sauce that I've just added some onions, garlic to season it with, and that's what I'm gonna use as the pizza sauce for the Stromboli. So the first part is gonna be me working up the dough. So we want to get it into somewhat of a rectangle form. So when you get dough, you want to let it rest. So it's been out of the fridge for at least a couple of hours at this point. And I'm just going to use my little hand roller. I've got it down on flour so that it doesn't stick. And it's going to work for a while, okay? So you're just going to keep doing that until you get the right size and the right shape that you want. Okay guys, so that's it. I'll check back to you when I've got the dough ready, and then we'll start putting our toppings. So we're back, and as you can see, I've got the pizza spread out onto my baking tray. I've got the oven already preheated to 375. No cheese, so again, layering is going to be a little different. So I'm going to start with a touch of olive oil. And I'm just going to, you know what, using the hands. It's just easier that way. Then we're going to do a layer of the meat. And I'm going to start, look at that beautiful mortadella. How nice and thin. And then we're going to do like I'm making a sub. I'm going to put everything in the middle. Then I'm going to fold the sides over. Again, there's different versions of doing this. I watched a few videos. I don't know how this one's going to come out, but we'll see. So I'm going to do a layer of each of the meats. That looks good already. Boom, boom. Let's shoot the next. And we'll see. I might do a couple layers. I think I'm going to do a couple layers of the meat. Okay. And then we're going to do, since we don't have mozzarella, we're using parm, we're going to do a few layers of the parm. So we're going to do a layer of parm now. And we're doing a little bit of balsamic glaze. I'm going to do a layer of that now. And then I'm going to do some of the vegetables. Alright, so I got my tomatoes. Again, just a fresh tomato, just thin sliced. It's almost like making a sub. You know what? I only got enough for one layer of tomatoes, so we're going to use them all up. I'm going to do a layer of mushrooms. And I've got some onions and olives, but I'm going to do a little bit of the sauce right now. So again, it was just passata, the strained tomatoes, and I just seasoned it with some garlic, some onions, a little bit of Italian seasoning, salt and pepper. Okay. It smells good. A nice good layer of sauce. This wasn't a full jar. This was about half a jar. I think that's good. I'm going to do another layer of the Parmigiano. I'm going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. If you want to add fresh oregano, basil, whatever you got at home, feel free to do that. Okay, then I'm going to do the onions in the sauce because I think that's going to cook nice that way. And then the olives. And then you know what? I'm going to end it with a layer of meat. I think that's a good way of layering it based on the ingredients that I have. Oh, you know what? You can never go wrong with a little chopped garlic. Oh, that's a little much, but that's okay. That'll work in. Okay, and again, the trick here is going to be folding it. I haven't done this before, so let's see how she goes. One last layer of balsamic. And then let's do a smaller layer of the meats. Okay, a little more salami. I love when they slice it so nice. Thin like that. Perfect. And one more pieces of prosciutto. And last layer, Parmesan. Okay, and then I'm going to use a bit of an egg wash to help seal it and to help cook it. So it's just a beaten egg. You're not putting no salt and pepper, nothing like that in there. And where did I just, oh, we got this. So I'm just going to do that around the ends. It's just going to help it seal in. And give it a nice brown too. I'm going to put it on the outside. Okay. Alright. Pull and stretch. That's okay with the hole. We're going to tuck that under. Okay, getting it nice and tight. I'm going to roll it once. Beautiful. Last piece. Wow. Okay, didn't think it was going to be, I don't want to say that easy, but I definitely did not think I was going to nail it like that, but I did. And then we're going to roll the ends in. Okay. Well, maybe not cool the ends, but you know what? I think it'll be fine just the way it is. And then I'm going to do another egg wash. It's just going to make it nice and brown and beautiful. Okay, and just for garnish, we're going to cook it like that. It is going to add some flavor, but it's just nice. That's shout out to Lorenzo. His little touch to the rosemary. Alright guys, go in the oven and we'll come back with the final product. My first time Stromboli. So the final piece here, the Stromboli, I think it came out really good. I ended up cooking it, I think, for about 35-40 minutes, but keep checking it, right? And then once I saw that the dough's fully cooked, this was just a garnish. I let it sit for a couple minutes. You may want to let it sit longer if it's cheesy, just so it kind of congeals again together. And I just want to see how, get you a good view of that. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. And just with Parmesan, right? I'm going to cut myself a nice slice. I'm using a bread knife. And I'm going to use a spatula to pick it up because I don't want to lose all of that. There you go, guys. Oh my goodness, that looks fantastic. As always, as my meals do. Let's make sure we get a little bit of everything in there. All right. All the different flavors come through. I use the right amount of sauce, so it's not too moist, but not moist enough. The mushrooms are cooked, the olives. I'm really happy with my first attempt at Stromboli, and it wasn't that hard to make. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you on my next show.